What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all tuning in the channel today here at 323 Fabrication. The good Lord has blessed us with an absolutely beautiful Thursday here. And if you're new to the channel, I work night shift, so that's why it's the middle of the afternoon and I am playing out here working on this killer 55 Roadmaster that we drug out of a yard field kind of thing. And so this is not an original idea. I got this from a Volkswagen page I follow on Instagram. It's like air-cooled VWs or something like that. But they use 409 and 4-aught steel wool to bring color back out of paint, get some of the rust staining off. And so I'm fixing to do the dash in the car because I can't stand it anymore. I did a little bit of it in another video. If you missed that, go back a video. You'll see it. We've been messing with the car, got it running, driving, fighting some cooling issues, some different stuff like that. But this side of the car, see how green it looks? The other side does not look that way. Let me turn this around and I can really show y'all what I'm talking about. So this whole side of the car, up the door pillars, obviously the roof's not, and it's supposed to be white, and we might end up painting it. But I have restored the paint on this side of the car. 409 steel wool brings the color back out, smooths the scaliness of the rust down. I have not done the hood yet, although there is some green in here, so I'm going to attempt to. Done a little bit on the core support up here. Did paint my combination air cleaner, Moroso Gold, because it looks good. But you can see this side's kind of grungy, kind of dark. And obviously it's also in the shade, and it doesn't have as much paint on it, unfortunately, but I am going to do the best I can with it. Bring some of it back out, but I'll show y'all inside exactly the difference. And this I did not spend very much time on this, so it's going to get better. But this is what we're using. 409. This is 4-aught, as in 4 zeros, steel wool, super fine steel wool. I do have a scrubby pad. This is soap and water. Put a towel down to keep my $20 carpet from getting nastier than it already has. Because obviously we live in the woods and we got a dirt driveway. But if you'll look at the dash, just to the left of the steering column in the white section, I've done that very quickly, and that's how good it looks. I'm going to try to do this aluminum with soap and the Brillo pad, not steel wool, because I don't want to ruin it. But then on top, I've done just to the right of the speedometer, and not very well. It's going to get better than that, but that's what it does. You can see over here how much of a difference it makes. But I'm going to do that, work on these door panels a little bit, which the backs don't have any, and I have not cleaned the seat yet. I need to clean the seat as well, but that door over there, you can see right there's got some paint. Here, there's a little left. I'm just going to try to clean it up a little bit. That's all I'm going to do in this video. Nothing super crazy, but this is one of my favorite parts, is seeing the way something changes. And you can see right there, there's the paint line. I think we need to paint the roof back white. And I'm just going to keep piddling on this car as long as we got it. I do love driving it. I've only put a few miles on it, but I really enjoy it. It rides good, drives good. And it's super cool. I mean, it's still got a nail head in it. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? You know, just, it's so, I don't know. This is just a cool car. So I'm gonna work on the chrome some, get some of the rust staining off. Just do what I can to make the car look better. I did put the car up for sale. Don't really want to sell it. I'd rather sell some of the GTOs we have than sell this. But we did sell the C10. I did put this up for sale. If you've been with us for a while, you've probably heard me talk in the last couple of videos. We're making some changes. And I figure since this is going to be kind of just a doing stuff video, I'll share some of that with y'all, so you know where we're coming from, because I don't want to disappoint everybody by not posting as much. You know, and if you're just here to see me restore the paint, go ahead and skip ahead a little bit, because most people will anyway. But we're going to try to get into doing some rental property. I mean, I have a great job, I make a good living, but you know, I've known so many people that work till they're unable to really enjoy life anymore, and I don't want to be at that point when I'm, you know, in my 60s. I'm 31, so I'm going to try to start making some changes now that I wish I'd have done 10 years ago. But I want to get to where, you know, I can kind of, I mean, obviously I'll still weld and stuff, you know, and work on cars for people, but I'd like to get to where I have enough of an income that's steady and reliable that I don't really have to go get, that I can then, once we build a shop here, I can just do turbo kits and roll cages and build hot rods and do LS swaps and just do like one car at a time for people, and, you know, work on them a couple, 2-3 days a week, and then work on our stuff the rest of the time, and then, you know, have time at home, not have to work night shift and all that. So that's just kind of where I'm coming from. So guys, if you've been with us a long time, I'm not getting rid of my YouTube channel. I enjoy it. I want y'all to get to continue to enjoy it. We have some folks that have been watching the channel a long time, and I really appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate all of our new folks. Like I do. I want y'all to understand that it's super humbling that people want to see, you know, what we do, building hot rods, and most of what we do is low buck, low budget, blue collar, you know, just do what you can. This car, for instance, I've got more money in this car than I do most of them, but other than the roller, when I bought the roller, I overpaid for it. But it was supposed to be something, and it ended up, the guy lied to me. The rear end wasn't what it was supposed to be, and it didn't have the brakes with it was supposed to have. So we had to spend some more money on it. But, I mean, this is a Holley Terminator X, LS swapped, T56, 9-inch Ford, 35 splines. Get in it, drive it across the country car. Now, it doesn't have heat, doesn't have AC. It's a bare bones hot rod. Although it is fuel injected, it's good on fuel. But I mean, grand total, car and all, and we've built this car twice. It had a small block Chevrolet in it. But I mean, grand total, I've probably got 15 grand in this car. And that's about 5 grand more than I'd like to have in it, but that's the reality of it because I got buying the car originally. Now, it looks good in videos and it looks good from about 25 foot, but the paint and body work was done by Ray Charles. Now, the hand lettering is jam up. That's probably one of the best parts of the car. Michael Swan did that for us. Awesome fellow out of Birmingham. If y'all need any striping and lettering done, swangraphics.com. Cool guy. But me and Dad, we just build hot rods. That's what we do. It's what we enjoy doing. And I'd like to have more time to do that without having to sacrifice time with my wife and time here. Like, we have a beautiful piece of property that I want to, you know, be able to tend to the garden, and we're growing a bunch of fruit trees and go fishing and just get to enjoy life more. So that's kind of where we're going, guys. I'm still going to build cars. I'm still going to turn wrenches and hot rod as much as I can, but it's not going to be, the channel's not going to be the top of the priority list anymore. I've been trying to grow it, continually put out content every week, and it might be 2 weeks between videos. You just don't know. But I just want to give y'all a heads up. That way you know what's going on. And it's not just like, oh, where'd he go? You know, so don't worry. Still going to make YouTube videos. It's just going to be a little bit slower. And I think in 5 or 10 years, I'll be really glad that that's the decision I made. And hopefully, y'all can still hang out with us and still stay subscribed to the channel and still watch the content. But anyway, enough talking, enough jibber-jabbering. I'm going to get to working on the paint on this car. Alright, I'm going to do my best to show y'all exactly what I'm doing. Then I'm going to throw it on the time lapse with some cool tunes. But I'm going to try not to shake the car because I got my phone propped up. I don't have my tripod with me. And it's easier to use the phone than the GoPro to do time lapse stuff. Just because I'm more familiar with my phone. I really need to start utilizing my GoPros more. But what I do, right, 409, 4/0 steel wool. I'm going to try not to make a super huge mess. But you got to keep it pretty wet so you don't hurt the paint. According to the video I watched. And it does seem to do better if it's wetter. And we tried doing this with crud cutter on some of the car, and the 409 does better for sure so far as the end result with the color of the paint. But you don't want to burn it, so you want to keep it nice and moisturized. And it does, it's gonna take some of the paint off. You can see the green on my hand. My wife got onto me the other day, I should probably have gloves on. She's gonna watch this video and be like, I told you that you need to wear gloves with them chemical stuff, because you're always getting on to me about all the stuff that the government puts in everything. Yeah, that's me, guys, by the way. In case y'all weren't aware of it. I trust that the government has my best interest in. Well, I don't trust that at all. I'm just gonna stop there. I want to get all political on y'all. But this is a family-friendly YouTube channel. Alright. I'll do that section. Set my nasty steel wool on a paper towel. I'm going to take this fairly clean paper towel and wipe it off. See all the green paint that comes off? Well, you don't want it to be dry. You want to be able to do that. And I'll be honest with y'all, I think what I'm going to do when I get done with the dash. Now, I'm not going to do the car this way because I intend to use Poppy's patina and clear coat the car. But I'm going to come in here and hand wax. Probably a cleaner wax. And then, like, you know, and just hand do the dash so that it stays kind of clean and shiny. Some of this chrome I'm going to try to clean, but I'm going to try to do that with the Brillo pad. I don't know how hard it would be to take this out, but that would be cool too. But you know, some of this stuff. So anyway, there's that part. Let me show you on the white, because it'll make a big difference. And honestly, probably the way to do this is to take it apart, but I don't feel like doing that. I just feel like this should be so much better that I don't have to take it apart. It's just gonna be that much better that it's not worth the extra trouble. That's aluminum. I need to leave that alone. Wonder if it'll do this too. Speaker grill. And you can tell kind of when it quits cleaning. You don't really want to scrub it any more than you got to. Keep it nice and moist. I can see primer coming through there. Just for fun, I'm gonna scrub that and see what it does. Okay. Whoop. How much better that looks. And that's, what, a minute's worth? If that. And now this is just the steel wool. I haven't come back and wiped this with a cleaner wax and I don't know if that's even necessary. This is actually a chrome under this paint. So I might, if I scrub it a little, it's okay, but I don't think I'll get some of this staining off, but I don't think I want to scrub all the paint off of this and then the whole thing be chrome. I'd rather just the edges be chrome. Although you can see where I got on that with the steel wool. The shiny part looks better. So I'll do what I can with it, but I thought that was pretty awesome. Looks so much better. So I'm gonna throw y'all on time lapse, and I'm gonna keep rocking and rolling. is looking a lot better. Still gonna have to go back and clean it, but decided to try this on some of the chrome stuff. It's a little less abrasive, but I got a phone call, so I don't know how it turned out, but we used the footage we got. But I'm gonna keep cleaning, and I'll just get back with y'all when I get some more done. Yep. Bumper looks a lot better. It does. Got a little bit of the rust staining off the front bumper while I was doing stuff. It looks better, but it could still be better than it is. And then I did the door panels. Did the chrome here. And then the paint inside the door panels. Looks a lot better. And I still haven't actually cleaned the door panels. You can see where I wiped some of it off, but that's on the to-do list. But I think I've had enough for the day. I haven't started on the other side of the car, which I intended to do, but I did get the dash, and the dash looks so much better. And it still could be better than it is. But the chrome's a little shinier, the paint's a little cleaner. The aluminum didn't do super good, but I'm gonna do some research on something to clean that with, because I don't want to mess it up, because it's got a design to it. But I went ahead and vacuumed the car out because it was full of sand and whatnot. Come around to this side. The driver's door is the worst door of them all, and the door panel's like just destroyed basically. But there was like no paint left here, but the chrome came back really nice. Cleaned the handles and stuff, but the dash looks good. I like it. I got some spare floor mats. I just need to remember to grab them and put them in the car. Quit collecting all this sand. Check this out, y'all. So, this is our neighbor's house that we're buying. And when I was telling y'all, we're gonna probably slow down a little bit on the hot rodding and try and set ourselves up a little bit for the future. This is the house. We're gonna do short-term VRBO Airbnb rental with it. And hopefully we're gonna close next week, but everything looks kosher, and so I'm gonna start painting. But I just wanted to do a walk around so that y'all could see the house before we got started. It's gonna be pretty sweet. There's the view. It's beautiful. Clean that up a little bit with the tractor. Do some trimming. And go from there. I just wanted to do a quick walk around. So we'll have a before and an after. But it's a really neat old house. And it's cool too because we have a great neighbor. We hate to lose her. She's been a great neighbor. But she's working with us on the house, letting us get started on it and everything else. But like I said, we're fixing to close anyway. But she's into old cars and hot rods and whatnot. She's got a beautiful old C10 step side, like a 76, I believe. And hopefully I can show you all that another day. But I'm gonna get started. All right, there's the before. There's the after. I didn't paint right above that window. There's a cute little bird's nest with a bunch of babies in it. Let's see if y'all can see their little beaks. Anyway, that's how much we got done today. Now, it's gonna be blue, red roof, white trim. So like that door's tan, it's gonna get painted white. The trim around the main door is white. We're gonna fill the letters in. They're right next to the light on there. We're gonna fill them in with white. Not bad. It's 5:30. I'm finna go clean up, take the gasser and go to a cruise in. But just figured y'all dig it. It's kind of what we got going on. Having fun, Holly? Headed home from the shop in the gasser. Had to go pick the Holly Wally up from my wife's store. And she's loving it. Wind is down, breeze in her hair. Joker Cruise is good. We're running 55 and 50 love this car. Holly. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing?